Hey everyone, this is Steve Chase here. Thanks for joining me on another video. We're going to talk about QuickBooks and invoicing. So this message is geared towards small business owners, people that are running a business and then trying to send out invoices. Sometimes can be pretty chaotic. The more business you're getting, the more requirements to be diligent on your invoicing. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how you can track an invoice that you send to your customer. So one of the software tools that I recommend is QuickBooks Online. Okay, you can set up a QuickBooks payments for free. All you need is your EIN number or the business account that you want to connect to and have your deposits for your sales go into. So let's assume you have that. Let's assume you have your customer's email, and these days it's pretty hard to have a customer who doesn't have an email. So you have a customer, you have their email, and then we're going to be able to send an invoice out. An invoice is just simply more than a document that shows that the customer you are expecting to get paid in the future. So the invoice goes out. And what happens to the invoices? Do you ever get messages like, well, I didn't receive your invoice, Steve, or what invoice? You know, that's just really hard to get a hold of. So of course you want to have a good relationship with your customers so they don't get blindsided by invoices and so forth. And so let's talk about how to see an invoice leave QuickBooks Online, how you can verify if it was open. I'm going to use QuickBooks Online right now. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, we're in QBO now, and the first thing you're going to want to do is apply for the invoicing, and you'll do that through the gear command if you haven't already, and go under account and settings, and in there you'll see billings and subscriptions, and you'll just simply follow the steps to complete the setup. Okay, we're going to assume that you've already done that and you're connected so that you can receive ACH payments and credit cards. Okay, so step one, let's click on the invoice from the quick create, select invoice, choose a customer, select the product that you're going to be working with, okay, so I've got a $585 payment invoice that we're going to look at, and I'm going to click Save and Send right now. Okay. Okay. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to come out of that. Now here is the email. So I'm on my other monitor trying to pull it up here. I'm going to drag it over here in just a second here. Okay, here I am opening up the invoice here. I get review and pay. So I'm going to click that. And the customer will then have the ability to click the Pay Now command here. And then at that point, we can go with a credit card, and they'll put all the information in there, or a bank transfer. Now that's very important for you to know as a business owner. You can select a bank transfer for free. It's free to do a bank transfer. It takes about 5 days to get the money into your bank account. Credit card you will be charged 2.9%. The fees can vary based on the volume of sales that you have, but the money will come in faster. And of course, a lot of customers enjoy the credit card because they get rewards using a credit card versus the bank transfer. But if the customer only wants to pay half of the amount, or can put down, maybe they put down 200, they can do a partial payment, and it will show you how much is left remaining here to do that. If I'm going to cancel out of here because I'm not going to pay my own. Let me try to back out here. If there's an activity button here, so we can say let's say that we were supposed to have a photograph of some kind of work being done. So I'm going to say, can I see a photo that you mentioned here? I'm going to send that. So we can interact and connect with the business owner. The customer can connect with you through this activity page, and it's a link here. Okay. And it shows us kind of a trail here. Let's go back to QuickBooks Online. Okay. And let's find that invoice. So the easiest way to find invoice would be, if it was the most recent one, click the Quick Create Invoice, and then there'll be a command here for most recent. So that's it. And you'll see that. Now, if you only want your customers to pay you with bank transfers, we can uncheck the credit card right there, 2.9% plus 25 cents per transaction. Okay. Scrolling down, it will show us a history of what was happened. We sent that invoice at this time, and then the customer viewed those, and I was clicking on a whole bunch of times trying to pop open while I was pausing the video, and that's why it has it all bunch going crazy here. So notice it hasn't said paid the invoice here. That's what we want to see here. It does say, can I see that photo you mentioned, and all that. So I could go back and say, yeah, sure. One sec. You know, and if I wanted to attach anything, I have the, just click right there. Let me do that right there, okay? Attach anything I want to connect with that, and I'll go out there. Also, you'll see the last delivery set here as well. Okay, and then let's take a look at how I could track it through the money bar as well. If I go to the sales, another way to track your invoice, your smart invoices, just open up the sales. You can get to the invoices, and you will see that you see here kind of the status. So I want us to focus on this status bar right here. It will tell you everything that's going on here. So notice that we have not sent for that second one, which is, it's a whole different invoice that we did here. So that's troublesome right there, that hasn't been sent. But the one that we worked with was the 585. It says due in 30 days, and it was viewed. Okay. So here's the Steve Chase one that I sent myself. I'm going to click on status, and it will show us that we sent the invoice. The customer has viewed it, and then it shows us the last time that they viewed it. We're still waiting to get paid. And then once we get paid, depending if they did credit card or ACH, that will take a time, 2 to 5 days or so, until it shows deposit. And once it's been deposited, we will have it automatically go into our bank account that we set up when we set up the QuickBooks payments and so forth. Okay. So really cool that we can discover that. Very valuable tool here. Here I'm going to, while I'm reviewing Lisa Williams, it says not sent. So if I were to click on this, I can see that she has no idea. All right, so we can just click the send invoice right there, and then we can bring it about here and hit the send button from there. Okay. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, learned something new using QuickBooks Online. I'm going to share with you my website that you can find lots of other resources, and that is at sequentialsolutions.com/blog. And you can go back in time and watch other QuickBooks online. There's a search bar. You can just type QuickBooks, and you'll see all the different videos and keyboard shortcut tips and tricks that I've posted on QuickBooks Online. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Steve Chase. and looking forward to connecting with you. Leave me a comment in the YouTube if you have any questions. I'd be happy to help you out.